this if I don't acknowledge the Sheriff's Department, Southgate PD, Bell Gardens, LAPD, the Sheriff, CHP. If you notice, sir, they all came here to support the Downey Police Department and support Ricky and his family. And that means the world to us. When things happen like this, we have to bond together and be strong, because we have a lot of hurting men and women in there, and it's devastating news to us, and it's devastating news to this community.
Can you tell us what kind of guy Officer Galvez was?
You know, like I mentioned earlier, Ricky was the type of guy you would mold. If you wanted a police officer, you would mold him after Ricky. He was polite, he was a hard worker, always had a smile on his face. No sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am, yes sir. It was just a pleasure to be around. And again, you know, and it's just a testament to his mother raising him, his peers at the department, his field training officers, the Marine Corps, Downey PD. I can't say enough about the young man, and I had a chance to know him and work with him, and my heart's broken.
How did you work with him?
Well, I'm the lieutenant over in the bureau, and he worked, for instance, in one of my collateral assignments, the 8109 task force that we have that go out weekly. And Ricky was one of those guys that you can always count on to come in and work. He never had excuses. You know, he was just a guy that you can always count on. And he was professional, you know, and he was someone that you would want all aspiring police officers to be. And it's such a loss. And you know, 29 years old, it's gut-wrenching. It's sad, and words are hard to express who we lost today.
How long have you been on the department?
I've been on the department.
No, he.
Him?
You too.
Ricky's he's been on the department for 9 years. He's been a police officer for 5.
Oh, so then the other 4 years.
He was a police aide. He started his career here as a police aide. So he started, you know, at that stepping stool to reach his goals of being a police officer.
Okay.
And quite a few young people do that. I did that as a police aide, and you aspire to be a police officer, and you start somewhere, and that's what he did. And on top of that, you know, he's a police officer for our city, and that's not enough, right? So he enlists in the Marine Corps, and he goes and fights for our country.
Oh,
that's
so that
the type,
was while
he's a police officer. That should tell you exactly what type of person this was.
Okay, so do you know the timing of that, when he was in the Marines?
Was he a Marine?
Lieutenant, you know,
Yes.
Okay.
will there be any more updates today?
Deployed twice, by the way.
Will there be any other updates at all today?
If Dave, I don't think so, unless something else comes up, but I'm not counting on it.
Counting on any
No.
updates?
Okay.
Thank you.
And he
You're
had gone
welcome.
to Iraq once, is that correct?
I believe it was Iraq, and during freedom, so I believe it was Iraq.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get that for you. I want to say it was, I think, 3 years ago, but I'll get the exact dates for you.
Okay. And did his mom raise him by herself, or?
He has his mom now.
Okay.
I don't know the early family
gotcha.
dynamics, but right now he's survived by his mom and 2 sisters and brother.
Okay.
Do you think?
And as you and we can't forget here, folks, about the family. The family is absolutely devastated. The mom is one of the sweetest ladies, and she's, as you can all imagine, she's taken this very, very, very hard. Her son was murdered, and the other siblings are taking this very bad too. You know, his brother's a jailer for our department.
For your department?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
How long has he been doing that?
He's a couple years.
Is he older or younger?
You know what? They're almost the same age. Yeah.
Was he in the jail working when this happened?
No, he was not.
Jailer here in Downey.
Yes.
What was
Contract jailer.
What was his current assignment, Officer Galvez?
He was a patrol officer, which, you know, in Downey, you're assigned to be, you know, depending on what day you work. You get in a police car and you drive around, and you're proactive, and you answer police calls, and you talk to people, and you just do good police work, and he was one of our best.
Do you recall the first time you met him? Was it an impression?
Yeah, he was kind of a quiet kid, and I remember him as a police aide, because as police aides, you know, me growing up as a police aide, you kind of put them under your wing a little bit, and he was a guy who was just a young kid who was eager to learn. You would always count on him to do the right things, and he was just joy to be around. And he was just a kid who wanted to fulfill his dream of being a police officer. He did that, and unfortunately, he died doing what he loved.
You remember the last time you saw him?
Yes, I do. It's less than a week, and I was sitting at my desk, and he was working one of our AD 109 days. And he walked by, and he had his outfit on. And he looks at me, and hi, Ricky. Hello, sir. And you just get that hello, sir, and you smile, and it's hard to talk about.